the man, the myth, the legend, all the way from Upton Boxing, Baltimore's very own, the host of one of the best boxing podcasts in the world, Rize Podcast, Coach Squeeze. Thank you for joining us tonight, being a special guest on 12 Rounds of Boxing. Thank you, appreciate you for your time, King. How you doing today?
Oh, man, no problem. It's a pleasure being on here, man. Tell all the warriors, I say what's going on. Keep doing what y'all doing. You know, keep pushing the envelope. That's all we can do, man.
Appreciate you. So it's me, and then it's my brother, Fight Night X here.
Oh, you know, Squeeze, what it do, baby?
What it do, baby? What it do?
Yes.
We do what we do. Like Coach Crawford say, we do what we do.
This is what we do, baby.
So, for real. So, you know, we just gonna get your input on, you know, this week of boxing. What transpired yesterday. You had the unified title, Stephen Coolboy Fulton versus Inoue out in Japan. Just tell us the rundown. Give us that flavor, that Coach Squeeze flavor. What's your insight on that fight?
Man, first of all, didn't the Japs bomb Pearl Harbor?
Oh.
And Stephen Fulton went over there and got bombed again.
Wow.
So we got a double whammy.
Wow.
Man, I don't know, man, just looked like one of those, the stage, the crowd.
Got too big for him.
You know, he went from probably a crowd in the arena, 5,000, he went over there to 1 million people screaming. So I think it was a collab of things played a part, and he couldn't perform. You know, he and keeping it 100, he froze up. He froze up, yo. It's just like, you know, I done bombed before on comedy shows, got on stage. I was funny backstage, you know, but when I got on the stage, my toes froze, you know. You know, it's in other words, it's levels to this, man. That's why I say Tank is who he is, the face of boxing, man. Tank ain't gonna freeze it up like that.
No, you're not getting that performance from him at all.
When the lights shine bright, we perform.
Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
I think it was too concerned. You know, he go over there with murder, kill on his mind.
Let me ask you a question, Coach Squeeze. How do you feel about Inoue? How do you feel about him as a fighter? How do you feel about his performance? And do you put him as the number one pound for pound on your list? Because a lot of people are saying that he's number one on their list after yesterday's performance.
What I feel about him, after that performance yesterday, he definitely lived up to the moniker, the monster. Yeah. But we gotta understand what was in front of him too. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take his shine, because he did what he had to do at the time he had to do it in the fashion that he did it in. So I'm not gonna diminish what the monster did. Now, the answer to your part 2 of the question, him going to number one pound for pound, that could be argumentative depending on who you asking.
Right.
But me personally, I think I gotta see a little bit more. I mean, you know, I guess they do it from pound for pound. This could be looked at in different ways. I look at it as the body of work and the level of competition that you face and that you shine in each one of those fights.
That's how you break a pound. That's how you break a pound for pound fighter down. I like that.
That's why I have him at top 3. I got him at number 3, and I got, you know, the big fight that's occurring Saturday will determine 1 and 2. That's just my book for pound how the breakdown, you know, because like you just said, it's who you fought, it's how you fought, and it's what you did in those divisions that you won in.
Correct.
So that means a lot.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it like I'm being fair. I'm not being biased. I'm getting up out of the way of how I feel, and I'm going at what I see performance-wise. Being a fighter once before myself, and still getting the ring from time to time, competing, you know, sparring the young fighters. It's you got it or you don't, man. Like when I get hit, bam. You know, it's like, oh, I'm woke down. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you clam up.
Right.
Oh, what's real? So, you know, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I wasn't all big on him anyway. I wasn't all big on Fulton anyway.
Okay.
You know, I said it, you know, before when he went with Brandon Figueroa.
Okay.
You know, Brandon arguably saying that, you know, you ain't win this fight.
Yeah, that was a close one that people were arguing for that those 2 weeks after that fight.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask.
Right. It definitely was a debatable fight for some people, like you said, who they asked, because I know I had some people that said, oh, Cool Boy didn't win that, Figueroa outdid him, or it could have been a draw. I don't have Cool Boy winning, you know. So like you said, it is how they're feeling, is also who they prefer, and it's like who you said, who they ask. Now, we just got done with the appetizer. Now it's time to get to the entree course. We talk about surf and turf, or you could eat. You know, you out from B-More, y'all like the crabs, y'all known for the Chesapeake Bay, the best seafood on the East Coast. So we talk about July 29th. We talk about Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Give us your take. Who you got, who you rocking with, and why? And any predictions?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Ain't nobody gonna be gun shy on that one.
It's because everybody that's been tuning into the Rize podcast, with the boys Smokey, they already know. But for the ones who don't know, now you know. I'm going with Bud.
Yeah.
Why? I'm going with Bud because in hindsight, when I see Bud fight, I'm sitting there and I'm wondering if I'm across from anybody, who would I be wanting to be across from? I would be a little bit more behooved if I'm across from Bud, because Bud comes from so many different angles. He got that irk and jerk about him, and he got some pop. I think that's underrated. You know what I mean? And he got a good body shot too.
He got 30 knockouts and 39 wins. They sleeping up.
And Earl, I like Earl. Everybody think I hate on Earl. I like Earl. But I know where Earl coming from. North and South.
What's up, everyone? This is
North and South. He coming forward He coming behind the jab, you know, with great defense and foot movement. I could say that a little more easier. Now, do I want to stand there and get hit solidly, repeatedly by Earl? No. So I noticed Earl had problems with guys that put him on the back of his heels. Sean Porter did it. Cal Brook did it up to 9 to 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all of that. He went the distance with Mikey. They come at me with that. Oh, he just boxed Mikey. I don't want to hear that. If he was in there with Bud, whoever in front of Bud, Bud looking to get him out of there. So I'm going with Bud, man, because Bud north, south, east, west, left, right. I think they sleeping on Bud power. He has knockout power, 39 wins, 30 KOs. But they're going to argue that he did it again. So, man, we sit in the office and went through all the opponents that Earl fought and Bud fought. And I looked at it and I said, they started out neck and neck. As they went on in their careers, shit heated up. So, me, I'm going with Bud.
And this is
I think Bud got a little more in his toolbox.
And this is why we at where we at now, because they done got to the point where it's a dead end street. Neither one got anywhere to go. So, okay, any predictions? What's your prediction on the fight? How's it gonna play out?
How does it end?
Let's get that coat squeeze breakdown.
Make a long story short, man. Don't forget, y'all. Tune in. 12 rounds of boxing. 4 corners boxing in the building. Late night with the Spooky King.
You know.
With another one. Yeah. Tune into these brothers. They, man, love y'all podcast, man. Very structured. I like the way y'all do things, man. I'm a fan already. You know, I got to sit down a little bit more, watch y'all, study how y'all fight when y'all in the ring. So I can learn, you know what I mean, some of the things y'all do, you know.
We just trying to be as smooth as you.
Hey, man, I'm just being who God made me to be, man.
That's it. Yes.
I am
Amen.
what you see. I am what you see, man. My prediction is, you know what, everybody, this is so interesting and juicy.
Yes, sir. Talk.
You got 2 bullies on the block, and they gotta face up.
That's it.
And it's about to go down. And I think it's on 12 rounds.
Ooh.
Because the war of wills, I don't think, man, one of these young brothers, they going out on their shield if they do. They ain't doing no Steve Fulton shit.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna throw a towel in and save one of them from themselves.
Listen, you right. It's like it's gonna be like Rocky IV when Apollo Creed fought Drago. Like he's like, don't throw that towel. Somebody willing to do that type of stuff. Like they willing to go out for it all.
Coach, let me ask you real quick. On the undercard is Pitbull Cruz, who a lot of people swear he did something to get himself a rematch with Tank. If he wants himself a rematch with Tank, does he have to perform Saturday night in spectacular fashion?
Good question.
I like that.
I gave him about 3, maybe 4 rounds against Tank. People swear that it was a draw and that he won, and I'm like, bro, all he did was go the distance, honestly. And he did something major.
Blasphemy.
Look at that. Look at this. The question is so spicy. You got the fire department coming up, rolling up by us. Because they like, this is a crazy conversation right now.
Yeah. What you saw was the symphony orchestra in play. Mozart. One hand tied behind his back.
Wow.
Just slipping. I watched the fight the other day. Just turning with the punches.
Turning with the punches, yeah.
Looking like Bruce Lee. Enter the Dragon. Bullets don't hit back. But I'm gonna tell you, if he does this in a fashion, only why I'm gonna say this about Pitbull Cruz. Only way I would see him deserving to get a rematch with Tank, I need to see him fight either Devin Haney or Shakur, which called them out. If we fight one of those guys and beat them, I'm convinced. Let's rematch.
Yeah, because Tank changed his life around as well. He got himself a good check. He had a few, he had like another fight or two, but they wasn't nothing crazy. And we haven't heard from him. But yet, the world is talking about Pitbull Cruz deserves a rematch. And I'm like, I don't really think so, man. He need to earn that again. You're absolutely right.
I said this yesterday on the podcast, and I'm going to say it again. I said it with Senior. I'm going to say it with you, Coach Squeeze. Everybody that Gervonta Tank Davis has fought, he's elevated their career afterwards. He's elevated their career. He should be getting a nice tax return come the beginning of the year, because all of them, after he fought them, they became his children, because he done took care of them in the sense that their profiles have gone up. And when you really sit there and think about it, Mario Barrios, after he destroyed him, who he got to fight with? One time Keith Thurman. He fought Pitbull Cruz. After he fought him, his popularity has gone up tremendously. He didn't have to fight for a long time. He's still eating off those checks. Rolly got knocked out, didn't wake up until next Christmas. He thought he was still in the fight. His dad said, boy, get your behind back in this house. You done got knocked out 3 years ago. What did he do? He went up to 140, became a 140 champ, which is really questionable for another day. So everybody that Tank has fought, he's elevated their stardom. That's a heck of a knock. Ryan Garcia, recently, we just found out Ryan Garcia, they stated that he got paid $30 million for him fighting Tank for a liver shot. Well, if I'm gonna get hit in the liver for $30 million, where do I sign that contract? I'll take one of those right now. I don't know. What about you, Coach?
I'll take one to go.
Let me get one now and let me get one to go. Listen, that's the stardom that Tank has, the power that he has. So when people say he's not the face of boxing, he's not doing these things for boxing, well, shoot, look at his last 5-6 opponents and look what happened with their careers after he fought them, and look at their bank accounts and what has elevated for them. I think they sitting pretty well.
Well, all I can say to those people that's not trying to give Gervonta his due, I was in the locker room on several occasions. All the stars were lined up outside the locker room. I got pictures with Manny Pacquiao, Caleb Plant in the locker room.
Manny, that's my guy, Manny.
Oh, man, X loves Manny.
Manny paid him a visit for the Ryan fight. I saw that. Southpaws, baby. Southpaws.
Oh, yeah. Floyd Mayweather, Stacks, Matt Bones, Al Hurts.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. Ryan Clark. All these guys rolling in.
Oh, from hip hop to the NFL to the NBA. Oh yeah, singers.
I'm looking
everything.
like Tank bringing them in here.
And not only that, Coach Squeeze, then you have the governor of Maryland show up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Westmore. I still got that on my phone.
They had the governor, you had a politician, the governor of the state, pull up into the locker room. So come on, man, it don't get no better than that. Now, I got a real good question, the spicy one, because my brother X, he put me on to this fighter and said, listen, you need to watch this guy. And ever since he put me on to him, man, oh man, I have been a major fan. So, July 29th, on the undercard for the Spence and Crawford fight, we got the one, the only, the Filipino Flash, your guy, Donito Donaire, going for being one of the oldest fighters, 40 years old, going for another title. What's your thoughts on that, Coach? Because I know that's your guy. You got a good fan base with him and his wife Rachel. Shout out to Rachel and the family. What's your insight on that, and what's your prediction?
All I gotta tell you, I've been a fan of Donito Donaire for the last 10 years.
I'm right with you, Coach.
When I stumbled across him, I said, this motherfucker came to had Bruce Lee, gold and black, the whole jumpsuit set on. I said, this motherfucker a monster. He was the monster before Inoue. The Filipino Flash. And the only why, no discredit, because this is one thing I don't do. Timing is everything.
Right.
Luckily for him, he caught Filipino at the time in his career that he caught him at. No stake to his wins. But that first one,
was a war.
Yeah. That first one shows you what Donito's about. He broke his orbital bone, right? His eye socket.
Tore his retainer, some shit like that.
Listen, when you can do that to a man in a fight, good God, that just shows you the power and the precision that you have as a fighter.
Oh, but you got to think, even though. Bro, can I buy a cigarette for him? Thank you. Even in the rematch, though Donito went all out and just tried to shoot it out with him, it takes some balls to go running back again with the monster. You heard? He's a young man. It's a young man's game. And Donito's still competing against the youngest ones out there, man.
And Donito said it, that second fight with him and Inoue, he was overzealous. He made a mistake, which caused him the fight. He wasn't poised and he wasn't taking his time on it, and he threw a wild shot and he got caught. It's the name of the game. It's happened to the best, it's happened to the greatest. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And July 29th, he's on the verge of making history. Once again, to being a 40-year-old champion. Who's done that? Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, the greats have been 40 plus and still holding a title.
Manny, I think Manny didn't make it.
So I'm excited to see this go down.
Manny is old, man.
Saturday night is gonna be a great night of boxing. The card from top to bottom. And it's gonna be amazing. Oh man, it's gonna be great. Now, Coach Squeeze, one quick question. We gotta ask you this. August 5th, it's going down at Coppin State University. Coach Calvin Ford versus Coach Bullet. The brawl for it all. They finally getting in the ring. Coach Calvin looking like he in his 20s back in the day. I'm hearing Coach Calvin got the G.I. Joe figure now with the abs popping in. What we got in store August 5th for the Bad Girls Promotion GTD Challenge?
I'm gonna tell you right now, with Coach Calvin, I done watched Calvin fight, man, when he was competing, and Calvin locked in. He looks great. His mindset. Calvin looked like walking through the hallways today. I almost ain't know who he was because he looked like a killer whale, great white shark. His eyes, the look he had. He ain't even pressed for a bunch of conversation. Something gonna go down. Epic. Calvin locked in, man. I see on a real tip. I done watched bullet fights. If he bring that wild swinging shit in there like he normally do and missing shots, it's gonna be an early night for him.
Well, you heard it, folks. You've heard it from the one, the only Coach Squeeze of the Rize Podcast, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Any shout-outs? Anyone you want to talk to, Coach? This your time to shine.
Yeah, well, you can't tell a black man that. I like to thank my mom. I like to thank my dad. I like to tell my daughter, Jaquisha, I'll be home. Daddy be home. Tell Day-Day, I love him. I'll get that bike he asked for in the days. No, man, on a serious note, man, just appreciate you guys. Thanks for handling the business last night. Darnell Jones, man, it's a pleasure. I hope this don't be the last time I come on y'all show, man. I like the way y'all set up, how y'all sit there. I like the structure of the show. It's very engaging. I like the way y'all got the 30-second bell.
They never follow it though, man. We got to get the bell and keep ringing. These guys keep going. They'll never follow by the 60-second rule, but it's all good.
Yeah, they don't do bad though. They don't do bad. But
the maniac just keeps going.
My shout out is to the man above. I just like to thank God, man, for showing me grace and mercy. Amen. And that's my shout out, man, to Jesus Christ himself, giving me the opportunities to just be the best I can be, be the best grandfather I can be, and be a light to the kids at the gym, man. That's my shout out, man.
Amen. God is good all the time. Well, Coach, we thank you for your time. 12 rounds of boxing. Four corners boxing.
The Rize
Podcast, Bad Girls Promotion, Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, GTD. We gonna shout out the whole team y'all got out there.
Birthday to Coach.
Happy birthday to Senior today. Much more blessings and many years to you, King. And we can't wait to see August 5th, we will be out in Baltimore, myself and the team, and it's going to be one amazing weekend of boxing. And so for those who don't know, tune in, go on to the Rize Podcast site, go on to Bad Girls Promotion, go to Eventbrite, get your tickets August 5th, the GTD Challenge. You got Coach Calvin versus Coach Squeeze. Coach Calvin versus Coach Bullet.
Dom's Crowder.
You got Dom's Crowder. You got Mia Killaby. You got Jalil Hackett. You got Junior Cobbs making his appearance. You got Too Sharp. You got Twin. The list goes on and on and on. It's a great night of boxing. You don't want to miss out. Everyone is going to have a great night, bringing the city together, bringing the whole East Coast together, and much love, peace, and blessings. And you know how we do, Unc. You can end the show. How you want to do it?
Peace and hand grease. It's the Smoothie King. In Four Corners Boxing, 12 rounds of boxing. Right back at y'all. What another one. Peace.
Peace.